Well, hello my crafty friends and welcome to another YouTube tutorial by yours truly. If you would like to subscribe, if you like what you see, then please subscribe below. That'd be absolutely brilliant. And if you click the little bell thing, any future videos that I do, you will be notified, so that would be awesome. What I'm going to do this afternoon is these two cards. So basically what I'm going to show you is how to die cut into the circle with the penguin and the Santa Claus. So you've got one coming from the top, one coming from the bottom, but using die cuts in a slightly different way. And this has all been done with the Papercraft Society box 37, made to surprise by the lovely Sam Calcott. Now, I'm not going to go through the contents of the package because there's already videos on YouTube explaining what's in the package and in the kit, so I am not going to do that. It's just a waste of time, and if you want to have a look, you can do so. So what I'm going to do is take out the stamps and the dies, because that is what we will be using and needing. I will quickly go through some of the other supplies that we need. So we will be using a A6 card blank, obviously the stencil that comes with the kit, the stamps that come with the kit. I'll get a bit of cards so you can see the stamps. There you go. So we've got the penguin, the parachute, the angel, the reindeer, the Santa Claus. So yeah, quite a nice array of different stamps on there, so quite nice. So I might have some alcohol markers. Now this is important. What we need is a set of circle dies. Now these are the standard circle large from Spellbinders, and we'll be using the largest circle in that particular set. So that's that. A pencil. We need a pencil, and to go with that we will need a rubber. So a nice little eraser there to rub out the pencil marks afterwards. Depending on what choice of colour medium and what ink we use, we will use some pro markers. I think I will go with the Memento dye-based ink pad, because that will be used for the colouring. Make life simple. Dies, card, blank, we've done that. And also we might, I've got my ink daubers there with a little selection of distress ink pads, so we've got those, and my distress daubers that go with those. So so that will be that. Now first things first, I'm going to pack some of this away because I will need to get out my die cutting machine. So I'm just going to make some room. Stamps and that we don't need for the minute, so we can put that away, put the die away for the minute, put all that away for the minute. Don't need those, need that. Get our card back because we will need that, and we will need that, and that can be put away for the time being because we won't need that for the minute. Right, so okay, first things first, we will need to draw around our circle. So as I said, we've got a A6 card blank, and I'm just going to place my circle die loosely and roughly in the middle, and then draw around the inside. You can go around the outside, it doesn't make any difference. It's just roughly, we're going to rub it out anyway, so that is right. So I'm going to use the, that's a shame, the penguin, which is what I did with that one. So I'm going to do the penguin again. So we get our penguin, and we're going to need the penguin die. We get him. I just noticed, me being the observant person that I am, there is actually a circle die which is exactly the same size, more or less, as the one that I've used. So ignore the spellbinders. You can use the actual die, which I've just noticed, inside your kit. So so there you go. Right, so what I'm going to do is place the penguin die. I will hold this up and show you. I'm just going to get myself a nice clean bit of tape, and I'm just going to rub it over my jeans a few times to get rid of the excess sticky, although at this stage it doesn't matter because I will stick it down over the excess. I'm going to move those out the way for the time being. I'm going to move that out the way for the time being, and I've got my stamp ready. So what I've done, as you can see, I have taped my die, my penguin die, slightly in and slightly out of the circle that I've drawn around. There's a very good reason for this. It will all become clear as mud later. So and you don't need to draw around it, you don't need to do anything else, just tape it down where you think you want your penguin to appear in the, I mean, you can have it a bit more, a bit less, it's up to you. So basically that's what we're doing at the moment. Now we need to die cut it, so I'm going to just bring in my die cutting machine and my die cutting plates, always useful, and I'm going to try and show you how this is actually cut. And because I've got A4 plates, so what I'm going to do is just die cut a portion of the penguin. So if I can hold that up, that's basically, so all this bit at the bottom won't get cut. So the bit where all my plates are covering will get cut. So I'm just going to make sure, just tweak it a little bit, make sure you're happy with it, and make sure all your plates are in where you want them. Right, let's just go with it, and there we go. So how we go with this. Okay, this isn't an exact science, it's and then just flip it over. Cool, right, okay, I'm pleased with that, that's absolutely fine. If I turn it over, you can see where it's been cut. Obviously I can't take it off at the moment because I've still got my die there and I've still got my little tape. So that's good. So I'm pleased with that, that's cool. So I'm just going to lift off carefully my die and a little bit of tape. Put my die back. So this is what we have. So so we've got our penguin roughly cut out. So what we're going to do is get our circle die, and I'm actually going to use the one that came with the kit because silly not to while I've got it out, as I've got it out. I want to put my stamp somewhere, so put him back. And so, as I said, I'm using the die from the kit. Now, I'm going to show you what we do here. So what I've done obviously, as most of you know, you've got a cutting edge, which is the rough, not rough, the raised bit on the underside. So I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to, so I've turned it over, so the cutting edge is facing downwards, and I'm sliding it in behind my penguin, like that, and it will go. So it goes like that. So when I pass it through again, I will get this out, and it will leave a complete circle with just my penguin poking through the circle. All will be revealed. Trust me, it'll be fine. And if it moves, just move it slightly back. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna just move that up like that, and we go. And again, I'm cutting the whole of the circle, so we can put all our plates in as normal. So we've got that. So let me just take that out of the way. That's the excess bit. So that's all the die cutting done. You don't need your die cutting machine anymore. That's all done and finished with now. And you've got a bit of scrap piece of card. You've got your circle, which you can place back onto your sheet. And next we will take our penguin stamp. So what I'm going to do is rub out these pencil marks, which I've got. So just get a rubber, which I did say is something you need. Just take your rubber, rub out the pencil marks, and then I'm just going to, you see where I've got a little bit of that obvious bit there. So I'm just going to take a craft knife and just slip that through so it comes out. Cool, excellent. So we have got our little penguin. So all we need now is add some detail. So down here, actually I'm going to do this on my stamping platform rather than now if I hold this up, you can see what I've done is a little tube of Scotch magic tape rolled into a tube and put down onto my stamping platform, and then I know my piece of work will stay. So if I need to stamp it a few times, it will be okay. So I'm just going to place that down like that, get my magnets, get them, get them, and then get our little penguin, a little skiing penguin, which is so cute and lovely. So line them up as best you can, and then down you go, making sure you've got the clear, obviously we're using the clear stamp, so you want your clear bit facing upwards. So you need to do that, and then we get our Memento Tuxedo Black. What I'm going to do first is just give it a quick layer of VersaFine Versamark, and that will just help with the ink, because if it's a new clear stamp, sometimes they need a lot of bit of cleaning and what have you. Because of the manufacturing process, there might be a bit of stuff left on the stamp. So always, well, not always, but I find by doing that, oh, look at that. Yes, and he's just suddenly come to life. So if I hold this up to you like that, if you can see it, there you go. There you go. He's just suddenly come to life. I'll hold it up. I'm going to stamp it one more time. so that he's a bit more crisp and clear, and after all, penguins are black. So down we go again, and that's just giving us a much crisper, cleaner image, which I'm perfectly happy with. So I'm just going to lift him up, put the magnet safe to one place. I'll show you him in a minute. I'm just, those of you who know me, oh sorry, those of you who know me know clean stamp, always clean the stamp. So bit of tissue, and this way you know that your stamp is clean and it's ready to go next time you want to use it. So we can put our stamping platform back, we can put our stamp back, and then we can put all these, get the stencil out, and put all these back into the folder from whence they came. And that's the diaries. And my packets, I'll just sort that out in a minute. Cool, so next thing. Basically colour, I'm just going to redo the crease on my card. Now, because I've used a dye-based ink pad, it means I can go in with watercolour, it means I can go in with alcohol markers. So I have got pro markers here, so I'm just going to quickly go around my penguin, and it will just bring him to life. And also, this is a very fun, cute card to make for children, or if you've got grandchildren, maybe you just want to spend an afternoon if they want to make cards for their friends at school. Obviously, I'm not advocating or promoting the fact that children should use die cutting machines and what have you, unless there's adult supervision. So, but yes, if you want to make this for children, then it's a very fun card to do. And so I'm just going to go in with my next grey, which is the next shade up. These are the cool greys, by the way, from, just going to highlight a few things. I'm not going to be too precious about this. And then I'm just going to go in with a few colours for his scarf, because it just wants, so I'm just going to go in with the red. I'm just colouring some stripes on his scarf, just like so. So I'm not being too fussy with this. Now you notice I'm just doing, right, that's enough of that, enough of that. I'm just going to go in with the blue. And I'm not going to, again, I'm not going to be too worried about all of this, just highlighting the fact that he has got a scarf. And then the last thing, I just want to obviously colour his feet. So I've got a colour called Honeycomb, which is like a orange. just colour that in there. And then all we need to do, put those back, that back. I've printed out and done on my computer, just a little sentiment, which I'm going to fold in half, obviously same size as the card size, so I've got an A6 card blank. So what I'm going to do is, with my stencil that came with your kit and with the distress inks, which I've put away somewhere, I think must be around somewhere. Right, here we go. So I'm going to use and go in with a pale blue. I don't want anything too strong, so I'm just going to go with Broken China Distress Ink colour. Get rid of that, and I'm just going to get my mat. And also it will, so I'm just going to do some colours very briefly, stencil through, randomly on the card. Now with the kit that came with kit 37, you have got some sentiments, some nice fun quirky sentiments with the kit, which is quite nice. So I think another one there. So just a few snowflakes. So when you put this on the inside, you can, obviously I've got to stick it in. You've got some snowflakes. I think I need one there, so I'm just going to put one there. Get some more ink and just slightly go in. Cool. I'm going to leave that like that. Put my dauber back. Clean that in a minute, and then we just need a bit of double-sided tape, which will go on there and on there. And we can get that, because I'm going to get my knife and I don't want to go through my mat, obviously. And then over like that. And then we've got our sentiment, which wouldn't sit quite happily in the. And I'm just going to trim that down a little bit. And that's how we get a little penguin in a circle. I hope you like that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.